Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. I am George Onyibi, and of course, a very quick one this morning. A topic I simply titled, Nigerians are supposed to be thinking on how to develop their potentials, capacity, in terms of natural resources and human capacity. But then, what are we doing? This is a rhetorical question. Now, let us start this way. You see, we are creatures of thinking. Religiously, we are referred to as free moral agent, which means the Creator has given us the avenue to think. And this is the time, as a people, as a nation, are supposed to be thinking on how to develop our natural resources and human capacity. We are supposed to be striving, working very hard to develop our human capacity and our natural resources. But the question is, what are we doing? What exactly are we doing? And now, I have to start by reminding you, as a Nigerian, as a Homo sapien, as a human being, that you are a thinking product. You are a thinking creature. You have to think. And it is this ability to think that will enable us to emerge culture, tradition, science, art, and technology, bringing them together, making them to coexist, to work for a singular, unique purpose. But I know not all of you will understand. Don't worry, I'm not a man of a very big grammar, but you will get the truth. Whether you like it or not, you must know the truth. But then, what you do with the truth later on is left for you. Human beings are creatures of thinking. And so, as Nigerians, in this instant, this very moment we find ourselves, we're supposed to be thinking, how do we harness the natural resources God has given to us? As Nigerians, we are supposed to be thinking in a time like this. How do we take advantage of our human capacity? And honestly, in a time like this, as Nigerians, we are supposed to be thinking, how do we make life not just better for us, but for the next generation of our people? But it looks like this knowledge has eluded us. We're not doing that. And I ask you again, what are we doing? Let's look at it. If you watch the world as you see today, as creatures that has the ability to think, every other breed, every other kind of Homo sapiens has used their thinking faculty to secure a future, not just for themselves, but for the next generation. You look at in terms of science. In the Western world, it is called science. And in, what do I call Africans now? Is it Fourth World War? Well, I don't know how to place the Africans. Okay. We call science juju. So the Western world are using their science, harmonizing its achievement to align with nature, thereby making culture, tradition, arts, and science to work for the harmony of humanity. And then here we are. But I don't blame you. It is because you have not put on your thinking cap. But I cannot address the rest of black human race, not to talk of Africa. Or rather, I cannot say I am here to address Africans, not to talk about when you have billions of black human race who are not using their thinking capacity. But then let us start from a home, because where I come from, they say, charity begins at home. And that is why it looks like I'm focusing down to Nigeria. And now let me tell you first of all, If you are Igbo, you should know your kind has proven to be very useless. But those of you that I trust and I love you. But if I let the love I have for you to blind me, having had access, having first-hand knowledge of shenanigans, sorry. You know, when we broadcast from uncompleted building, this is how it is. But then we must continue. And so, like I said, if I let the love I have for you to blind me to the truth and to blind me to reasoning, I may be able to rip up your emotion, and then the next generation of your people, your children, will suffer. And everything we are doing here is just trying to save Igbo people from themselves. Because Igbo people are the holistical problem of Nigeria. And by extension, they are the problem you see in Africa and the rest of the world. If we are still subjugated under the imperialist rules and regulation, it is because the Igbo people somewhere along the line want to undo other ethnic groups and they emerge. But I do not blame them, a people without history, a people who constantly look for other people's validation. What do you expect? A people who have virtually re-edited the Google, the Encyclopedia, the Wikipedia, and every other search engine, re-editing history. A people who don't know who they are. A people who are trying to prove that they are something they are not. But don't worry. You have the choice, you have the privilege to make amends. Or better still, fasten your seatbelt, because this journey has just begun. And I'm happy it is obvious to some of you that I am not somebody you will kill. You don't wound the animal you will not be able to kill. You're going to get it in a way you've not imagined it. I'm George Unibe, understand. I'm not in diaspora. I can't declare Nigeria in Finland or in America. I can't declare Biafra in Costa Rica or Jamaica. This is Nigeria. And when we want to declare Niger Delta, when we want to declare anything declarable, we will do it here. But don't worry. Igbo people, I don't hate you. I'm even planning to marry another Igbo woman. I'm discussing with my wife. She's going to reason with me. Because we're going to give birth to children who will be from the Igbo. And then teach them brain so they can save Igbo from self-destruction. Because it's obvious we can't help most of you. Let me stop there. Please, Igbo people, drop your insult on the comment section. This is December 2nd. And I know you are not going to come home because you will be kidnapped by fellow Igbo. And it is heartbreaking that some people will think they have sense, are very non-entity, buffoon, men of iniquity. That is what all of them are. Okay. Now, this is a time where Nigerians are supposed to be thinking. How do we harness all the natural resources we have? It requires thinking. What are the natural resources we have? We have gold in Zamfara. We have gold in the northern part of Nigeria. We have diamond. We have silver. And so many other natural precious stones too numerous to mention. But what are the Hausas doing? They are forming terrorist group, Boko Haram. They are fighting to steal these natural resources and give it to China, Japan, or maybe America or UK or Saudi Arabia. But I do not blame them, because if the Igbo people have allowed us to align ourselves properly, we're supposed to know what we are talking about. So if you are from the northern part of Nigeria, ask yourself a simple question. Creating a large population of Alamajiri, does it give you or create the atmosphere for you to get your desired future as a people? And now Tinubu say they want to restructure tax reform policy. And if you are telling, oh, Tinubu, please hold on, don't do it yet. Why the fuck are you begging? Why are you begging? Knowing fully well that in the northern region of Nigeria, we have virtually almost all the natural precious stone known to man. From zinc to iron, to gold, to silver, to diamonds, to build. You have all of them in the north. But what are they doing? They are forming Boko Haram, terrorist group, kidnapping their own brothers and their sisters. But I cannot talk to them. They are not of any concerns to me. But I pray earnestly that God will give President Ahmed Bola Tinubu to help Nigerians put on their thinking cap, and peradventure will be able to service the next generation of our people. And then you go to the West. The West have been so beaten that they are trying to recover. And as far as they are concerned, it is the West first. Nothing more, nothing less. But I think they can do better than that. Instead of thinking to build a Yoruba nation that will supersede the Igbo and the Hausa nation, having all of us having been hijacked by the notion and ideology of Wazobia, Yoruba understand you are who you are, and I am what I am, and Hausa is what they are. It is what it is. I'm coming. And then you come to the minority, people like the Niger Delta, the Middle Belt, to mention but a few. We have lowered ourselves to a level I refer to as subservient. We are looking for who to validate their superiority over all of us. And in most cases, we can hide under the umbrella of obedience and say, no, P2B must be president because it's Igbo people. Igbo people are marginalized. And some useless journalists on Arise TV and other media platform, some hopeless animal, I tell you, this is who they are. On different platforms will come out and say Igbo are marginalized. People like Fani Kayode who want Igbo validation. Other people will say Igbo are marginalized. Go and meet Showore, you will know what I'm saying. If Asari Dokubo was not careful, he will be counted among these people. You people think we're hallucinating. You people think we're just keeping quiet and observing you. We are your destiny and we are your doom. But you should know, if we are thinking, that is not what we want as a nation. Asari Dokubo that Nnamdi Kanu is begging now through Chechi Kanu, his wife, come and ginger for me. Asari Dokubo should check himself. As a Bayelsa state indigene, he's not a River State man. As a Bayelsa state indigene, what is his relationship with the people of Bayelsa? And let's assume he's a River State indigene. What is his relationship with the River State people? But Igbo people got to blow all of us out of proportion. I was a victim. But you see, I recovered. Okay? And so the Yorubas at this time are fighting a defensive war. They must win it all. But this is not how it's supposed to be. If we truly understand that we are creatures of thinking capability. And having said all these things, as far as the world is concerned, being ruled by the edicts of the imperialists, they will easily refer you to the United Nations or other international human organization, whatever they call themselves, for validation. We're supposed to know better than this. We're supposed to begin to think, how can we have crude oil, gas, and other natural resources, and we import petrol? You can hear Dangote telling you he is importing petrol from America, the whole of America, dead or alive. The oil and gas they have in America, can they get, is it up to what we have in one state in Nigeria? But we are not thinking. And so Tinubu is going to play to the tune. Nigeria will tell you that NNPC is working in River State to rip off your emotion and say, yeah, Tinubu is working. But Tinubu know that they are lying to him, or he is the one lying to us, that the refinery in Port Harcourt is not working. Because all the grammar we have been receiving all this while, it's uncalled for. They are blending the resources. They have lifted 1,000 trip. They are trying to remain murder and mend. In fact, the latest one now is that trailer tanker drivers refuse to carry fuel from Port Harcourt refinery to give us, we the poor masses. We are creature of thinking. But Tinubu is going to have a soft landing. Dangote have invested more. Let him reap off the money. As I'm talking to you, Nigeria refinery is selling higher than Dangote. So why did they remove the resources? My brother, my sister, whether you are Igbo, whether you are Yoruba, whether you are minority, the one they are feeding on the misery. Now, if we don't put on our thinking cap, we have a very long way to go. I know not all of you will be able to comprehend what I'm trying to tell you. I just want you to know that you are a creature to think. Until then, we're going to be getting it wrong. The Western world understand this. The Asians, the Malaysians, the Indonesia, all of them know this truth. Now they are thinking. And what are we doing? We are either thinking with our stomach, that is what we call stomach infrastructure, or we are thinking with our anus, that is what we call Biafra agitation, or we are thinking by emotion, that is what we call unity beggars. Whatever way you are thinking, you are not thinking properly. Let us continue. And so, as we are speaking today, if you talk about natural resources like gas and oil, come to the South. It's everywhere. Of course, I will not tell you there are no natural resources like gas and oil in the Southeast. There is so many of it. We have in Abia, we have in Imo State, we have in Anambra State. Certain proportion, which is enough for international exports. To talk about other things like agriculture, Nigerians across know what to do. But this is not the line of our thoughts. Now, 3 ethnic groups hijack Nigeria. Let's examine the line of their thought. Let us start with Hausa. The Hausa has this mentality, this ideology that they are born to rule. And all of us, we are useless. They must rule us. And how Tinubu gets to there, it's a puzzle they've not been able to solve. But now let me tell you, they cannot fight Tinubu because they will not get support of the minority. We, the minority of one Nigeria, will not allow you to fight Tinubu. Because whatever Tinubu is doing today or will do tomorrow, he learned from Hausa people and Igbo people. Did you hear me well? Whatever President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, my own Jagaban, is doing, I won't blame him. So if you are waiting for me to criticize Tinubu, you are dreaming. Because Tinubu learned from Hausa and Igbo. He learned from Hausa because when Hausa is in power, every key position in every political pavilion in Nigeria is mandate by Hausa. And so now that he's there, he makes sure Yoruba people are there. Tinubu, look for any vacancy. I beg you, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, put Yoruba people there. Because that is the trend we have seen. But all of us are not thinking. Yes, Tinubu learned from the Igbo people. Because the Igbo people are the one who caused the problem of Nigeria. But yet they are the one playing the blame card. They are the one playing that they are victim. And so Tinubu have blocked all those arenas. Have you noticed Tinubu has not said anything about Nnamdi Kanu, not to talk of Simon Akpamo? He doesn't have to do that. Because he's thinking. And I will humbly beg President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, save Nigerians from the clutches of the imperialists. You can do that. You are on the way already. But ordinarily, if you put the Igbo man there, which they had their chance before now, what did they do? They destroyed Nigeria. Igbo people destroyed Nigeria. Read my lips. Igbo people destroyed Nigeria. Because it would have been good for me to begin to condemn Oyibo, Great Britain, imperialists, Portuguese, France, all these colonial terrorists. You know, we were taught in school to call them colonial masters. They're not master of anybody. If they are mastered of anything, they are mastered of animals. I know they won't like me for that. They are mastered of criminal. They're simply terrorists in disguise in a modern time. Because we are thinking. Okay? When the colonial terrorists left our African for us, they handed over to fellow African terrorists. And that is when the Igbo people came in. Some people believe Igbo people were actually formed. They picked some group of criminals from around Africa, planted them in Nigeria. The same way they planted many people. They plant Oyibo in South Africa. They plant Oyibo in many countries in Africa to retain their authentic ownership of Africa. But we are not thinking. So when Igbo people have the privilege to savage us, the first thing that will come to their mind is to destroy Hausa people that trusted them, even to their death. They use Hausa and fight Yoruba to the position where Yoruba is today. Igbo people destroy our regional system of government. They squashed and completely bastardized our constitution. Igbo people, courtesy of Umonakwe Thomas Agunyorunsi. And then Hausa people perceived what was going on. They retaliated. And when Hausa retaliated, it led to the killing of Igbos. We already know what happened. This is not the essence of this broadcast. And then Ojukwu said, no, you can't kill our people, you can't. But he didn't condemn the killing of Hausa or the killing of Yoruba, but he want to condemn the killing of Igbo people, as you see them doing today. One idiot Igbo man will soon come here and say, you hate Ndi Igbo, you hate Ndi Igbo. Why do you hate Ndi Igbo? But God will punish all of you. And so Hausa retaliated. And Hausa saw that that very system of government that Igbo man created is a very malicious. Hausa capitalize on it, sit on it. Who then they put honey for a mouth, make you spit them out? Nobody does that. Who does that? Hausa have been leaking the honey and the milk created by Igbo people through deception and manipulation. And finally, all of us have been living under this manipulation until one man came and said, I am Jagaban. It is my turn. Emilio Kon now has sent all of them to stupor. But we are not thinking. You don't understand. There is hardship, I understand. And it would have been convenient we say Tinubu is wicked. Tinubu want to kill her. No. I believe, this is my opinion, that Tinubu want to empower Nigerians to one end alone. But for Tinubu to be able to do this without being influenced by the power that be, all of us must begin to think. I was listening to a radio station in Nigeria today, and I can see one gullible animal. I call them animal because we are animal after all, but they are lower animal. That is just the difference. So I call them lower animals because the guy having a very, malicious position in the government of today, even when he sees that what he's seeing is wrong, he still vigorously defend lies, deceit, and manipulation against the ethnic groups and the concept and the idea of one Nigeria. And I shook my head. We are not thinking. We are not thinking. And now, having said all these things, the Igbo lost out. And instead of Igbo people to begin to think, how do we make our wrong right? They are even turning to more hopeless animal than you can imagine. What are they doing? Now I am calling on the Chief Justice of the Biafra and to come and declare the acknowledgement of declaration of Biafra. Hey, yes, we have 40 states of Biafra. Igodo Biafra, Isha Edo Biafra, Akwa Ibom Biafra, Igala Biafra. Una no get sense. Una papa Biafra. Una no get sense. Ifeni mono. And these are people who has put all Nigerians into this deep shit. This shit hole. Was it not Macron that said Nigeria is a shit hole? They put us inside this shit hole. The president of France, if I'm not mistaken, one time said that Nigerians is a shit hole. Or was it Donald Trump? I can't remember clearly. They put us inside the shit hole. They are now in Finland, they declaring Nigeria. And Igbo man will come out and tell you, we are the most intelligent, we are the most wealthiest, we are the most... You people are not reasoning. All of you, you don't have sense. All of you, including you, Igbo woman I want to marry, you don't have sense until you prove it to me. Including all of you, my best ally, all of you don't have sense. You don't have sense. Because not until I see you condemning that hopelessness and that madness in the guise of trying to blame people for the very crime you commit, all of you don't have sense. If you like, pay South African bloggers and be lying against all of us. If you like, buy all the platform on social media. I think you see it's only me from uncompleted viewing, very hungry. I don't have job, I'm jobless, and I'm weak. But I will make you understand in the end that it is in my weakness that his power is made strong. Fasten your seatbelt, we have just begun. And what am I trying to tell you? At the end of the day, all of them are there with the Godomi Biafra, with the Akatamiga. Now, they want to blackmail Bini further. I need you to look at all the army of Biafra they are displaying on social media. All of them are Bini people. Since when did Bini become Biafra army? Igbo people make una get sense. Until una begin talking, all of una no get sense. Instead of them to begin to reason, how do we rewrite the wrong of the past? They are not telling you, no, Agbo is Igbo, Ikwere is Igbo, everybody in the South is Igbo, Igala is Igbo, Idoma is Igbo, all of you are goof, Igbo. That is what they are telling you through their unity beggar. But let's be sincere. Who is saying Anambra is Igbo? Is there any group canvassing it? Is there any group telling Olu people are Igbo? Is there any group saying that Nsukka people are Igbo? Why is there no same group telling you that Abakaliki are Igbo? This is a crime against indigenous people in Nigeria. Conspiracy. Organized crime against Nigerians. And so if you are not telling me that Olu Igbo people are Igbo, Nkwere Igbo people are Igbo, you are not saying it, you are not uniting your fucking Igbo with my Abo people, and then I can't trust you. That same yardstick, that same mindset that makes you say that Abo is Igbo, but you are not conversing that Olo is Igbo. All of you are criminal. All of you don't have sense. You are not reasoning. You don't have brain. Okwe wonyi Igbo. Ono na abamba na etimpu ono ge metu a. Oge munu vum n'anya. Okwa ụmụ akụnụ na-akpọ agwọ tụrụ mbe. Mana ọsụsụ ndị agbọ mụ abụ ibu nye agbọ mmenwa wu ibu nye agbọ maka no telu nu jishe nye kpamato makasa. But at Nigerians reasoning, we are creatures of thinkers. And that is why religiously they refer us to free moral agents. And so in a time like this, when Nigerians are supposed to be thinking, you have P2B jumping everywhere, condemning every problem in Nigeria. They have declared Biafra on top of Nigeria head, buried Nigerian flag and raised Biafran flag. P2B have not said anything. No. He would have been our president, turned out for fire now. P2B should go and give thanksgiving. Because if he was the president of Nigeria, what he would have seen, he's not ready for it. P2B, maybe he don't know me, because I was not on social media. Until Igbo people say, show your face, show your face. I had a meeting with P2B in Enugu, with Aloy Ejimako. Tell P2B that everything we discuss, I recorded it. Tell Peter Obi. Idiots everywhere. As Aloy Ejimako, Nyoshi. And when I told the few sincere Igbo people, I thought they have sense. That P2B is not fighting for the interests of Igbo people. All of them went behind me and went to America and then begin to mobilize obedient movement. Go and ask Obidio, God will go punish all of us. God will go punish all of us. After me, una no go see, una no go make that mistake again. Idiots everywhere. Go and ask Obidio how they mobilize all of them. But Obidio don't know that P2B is just a businessman like Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. And that is the same way it is to many of you godless. How do they say it? What grammar do I use? Igbo people that don't have sense, all of you are the same thing. Some group of idiots who say they come from Israel are mesmerizing all of you. When we are done with you in 2025, by the grace of God, when we call you Igbo man, you say, and that is the only thing that will save you. Continue. Drop your insult, please, because I'll attend to it. Yoshi. George Onibe, who had meeting with all of you. I told you in truth and in sincerity, don't do this thing. You will upset the balance. Don't do this thing. There are issues to resolve. You people think your money can do everything. Now I don't have money. Now I am hungry. Now I am a drunk. Now a very big illiterate. Now I live in an uncompleted building. Now I am whatever you say I am. But you haven't stopped the truth. Kwademe ijelu, Kwademe ijelu. Nisha wakwala yo nemu akole yo ebijeko ijelu. Nisha wakwala yo nemu akole yo ebijeko ijelu. And I'm sure you don't understand the Igbo man. But you're going to tell me, he's speaking Igbo. You are not reasoning. You're not thinking. And now, having said that about the Igbos, minority, what are you doing? You know the truth, minorities of Nigeria. But you do not have the willpower to push it to the end. Ogoni people wake up in a time like this and said, we are not benefiting from anything from the oil exploration in our land. And you're polluting our land. We can't go to fishing again because we are riverine dwellers. We can't farm anymore because the oil pollution has destroyed our land. And now let me tell you what you don't know as I speak to you. I've handled a lot of construction projects in Ogoni land. I was a major civil engineer representing Allstate Trust Bank under their construction company known as Red Traco. I worked under the manager known as Ola Joseph from Bayelsa. Do you know Ogoni people can't drill borehole and get clean water because of oil pollution? But then there came up a time, people like Ken Saro-Wiwa, they minded for the right thing to be done. And Ogoni people should go and ask Magnus Abe. Did Ken Saro-Wiwa die for the just cause? Or was just one of those fools? You are not my concern. Ogoni rose up one day and said, we need the Bill of Rights. There was something going on that led Ken Saro-Wiwa to demand for the Bill of Rights. It was more than that. Nigerians knew. Adakaburu saw this same evil in Enugu. He came back home to Olubiri and saw the rubbish going on there. He went back and discussed with his supposed Igbo people. I don't like what is going on. What is good for the goose is good for the ganja. Why can't my people feel a little bit of this mene teke of fasting? They say, oh, I saboteur. Ojukwu and Agui Ironsi locked him up. We know how he died. People like Obi-Wale, Ikwere man, rose up. Tell Ojukwu what you are doing is unacceptable. For the first time, Ikwere people need to get their life back. Ojukwu, we are not in support of you. How did Obi-Wale died? When you ask them now, they can say, na Eche woman where you marry, na the woman kill him. So Eche people na bad people. And if you be Eche person, you no get sense. You still they tell them say you be Igbo person. Now Madio have for Zozo, now go kill you and your family. But whether you are Igbo or you are not Igbo is not what we are questioning now. What we are questioning is trying to make the wrong right. Trying to think. Igbo people believe that their highest deity is in Eche or Zuzu. I know the custodian of the high priest of Ozuzu. I know all his children. I know the one that have read logistics. He's my very close friend. I'm an instrumental to construction of many of his projects, in certain capacity anyway. And I've asked question, is it not the Amadioha in Rivers State? If it's Igbo Juju, why did Amadioha say they are not Igbo? Igbo people begin to say, yeah, we said it. What did you people do to Amadioha? Why are you people running for Amadioha? You destroyed Arochukwu. Now Arochukwu don't have power to kill anybody. Because you people have destroyed it and converted it to Igwe Kana. Ndioshi. Come to Ichi, let Amadioha kill all of you. Criminals. And a lot of Ikwere people rose up. All of them were killed one way or the other. Should I come to Anyoma? But you don't speak fast. Should I talk to Bini people? All this while, Bini have been observing protocol. All these years, when Bini supposed to speak up, they were confidently observing protocol. Let me tell you, Bini people. The definition of protocol. Maybe most of you that are sleeping will wake up. Protocol demand that it be observed, even when it's not necessary. And so when I go to a company that belongs to my father, protocol say that I should sign before I see my father. And so to observe protocol, when I come to my father's company, my father gate man will tell me, stop there, who are you? I say, I am director's son. He said, take this paper, sign, who do you want to see? Time in, time out. That is protocol. Ordinarily, my father gate man, even my father manager, can't give me order in my father property. But protocol say, obey it. And so I will sign paper. I am director's son. I want to see my father. I'm coming in 7 p.m. I want to go out. When I'm going out, I will still sign. That's what Benin people have been doing, observing protocol. They didn't speak up. So, to obey the rules, of course, I respect you for it. But you see now, drastic behavior, drastic action. This is not the time to observe protocol. This is time to face reality. Time for impression is over. It is time for reality. Not try to improve. Those who understand this thing, like the Akwa Ibomite, they moved on and developed their place. Those who understand and overrule this protocol, like Ebonyans, they moved on and developed their place. Go and check the fastest developing state in Nigeria. I'm sure that when you call Lagos first, and then maybe you call Rivers State second, you will see Ebonyi State there. But Ebonyi people are Mumu people, and they don't have sense according to Ndi Igbo Njoshi. Fiakwa. But the people who have sense, they are not even contributing anything to financial development of Nigeria. These people who say they have sense, there is no way they are helping Nigeria to grow forward. But will you understand? You will not understand. Now, I have said all these things on all these things. It's just to create a scenario. But what is the main purpose? What is the main aim of this broadcast? Is to tell you that in a time like this, we need to begin to think, because we are the product of thinking. We need to think, how do we maintain that level, that capacity of food sustainability? Hunger is coming. Most of you don't know. We can't go to farm anymore for so many reasons, ranging from one, insecurity. The Fulani herdsmen, Miati Allah, Boko Haram, are not in our farmland waiting for our mother and our young ones to be kidnapped for ransom, or at times killing and raping them. We may encounter Igbo Biafra people who are now circulated in the forest of South doing kidnapping. They will want to blame it to Fulani herdsmen and Boko Haram. People are among them. China Sanworu know what I'm saying. Austin Abanye know what I'm saying. Chike Doziem know what I'm saying. Tony Nzulumike know what I'm saying. Benjamin Madubugu know what I'm saying. Bright Chimezie know what I'm saying. All these Igbo animals, they know what I'm saying. The only person that don't know, I can exonerate completely, is Uchoka for Mefo. But I think he should do better. Because trying to do less than they say Igbo, very soon you will not answer Igbo. I'm talking about the key players for you. Because it's not about Igbo. I am born in Nigeria. We are one Nigeria. Make una get and right now. We are one loving Nigeria, irrespective of your tribe, ethnicity, religion, affiliation, whatever. We are one Nigeria. If anybody think otherwise, you know the right thing to do. You can't be deceiving our people. You can't. And so now our people cannot go to farm because they don't know what to see. Now, aside the issue of insecurity, there is no policy meant to protect the interests of the farmers. Let me tell you, you see this uncompleted building, I train animals, different varieties of animals. It's just that there is no one around me now. I would have picked one up and show you. They are all a little bit about 20 meters away from me. I won't leave this video to go and bring them. There was a time I trained different species of bird. Israel fowl, noila, broiler, cockerel, and then our local fowl. I have foreign turkey, crossbreed turkey, and local turkey. In fact, I was advised to train foreign turkey because some of this eatery usually request for meat. When people like governors and presidents are doing birthday party, you see all those big birds you see, they present is foreign turkey. I spent so much money. I bought foreign turkey. I tell you, if there was any foreign turkey around here now, I'll bring it. If you see the size, the foreign turkey is bigger than Hausa goat. If you see my foreign turkey, and I was happy. It's capital intensive to maintain. I was happy. I could manage them organically or otherwise. And then when they were of age, I wanted to sell them off, dispose them, and get in fresh stock. I started looking for buyer. A turkey that I know I feed with almost 40,000 to 70,000 within a year. And they are pricing it for me 30,000. All the people I was buying food from, all the people I thought they were going to help me market it, all the people I know, they know the people buying it, all of them abandoned me. And now that they are of age, every money I spent there is waste. I was just counting losses every day. I don't know how to survive. I made up my mind. When I come back from work one day, I'll call myself and say, kill one turkey for me. Even when I don't enjoy the taste anymore. But I'd rather chop it, let it waste, than to be manipulated. And it really discouraged me. It really discouraged me. And this is because we don't have markets. The people who are in the position controlling our economic space, 90% of them are Igbo people. Igbo people want to make sure that they must buy it from you cheaper. We can use it to the advantage of Nigeria. Look at China today. Look at India today. Look at every country around the world that are making impact. They've come to a level of maturity where what they are thinking about is bringing everything that they know together and use it to forward their nation. Hausa people who are custodian of sustenance of life breed will teach every Nigeria, and all of us turn to Abuki. Imagine a nation of Abuki we will have. Imagine if Igbo people buying and selling will incorporate every other ethnic group into the buying and selling. Imagine a country of buying and selling we will have. Imagine if Yoruba people open their company of civil servant and incorporate everybody into the system. Imagine a country of civil servants that we will have. Imagine a community of Obumbu Scatter, where I come from. Incorporate everybody into Obumbu Scatter and use it for the advantage of our Nigeria. Imagine a country of Obumbu Scatter we will have. Britain will run. Imperialists will run. Nobody will tell them. But what are we doing? What are we doing? Are we thinking? The only thing we are thinking is, oh, Yoruba man is in power. Let's frustrate Tinubu. Let's frustrate Tinubu. Tinubu had to deal. Let's destroy him. Tinubu. Oh, no, he's not Igbo. We can't support him. No, they want to marginalize Hausa. No. But the real people you people are marginalizing, they are not complaining. We're talking about technology. You see, when we talk about technology in Nigeria, I watch online. I see people talk a lot of garbage, rubbish. All of them now they talk rubbish and I no get sense. I listened to a documentary program. It's unfortunate I didn't get the name of that useless idiot. It's an idiot. He was talking about the Igbo history. That these Igbo people are very unique in yam farming. I said, wow, that was what got my attention. So Igbo people, they farm yam. He said, why Igbo look that they are very unique in that region they find themselves, that they can farm yam. And I was shocked. Because the last time I checked, Igbo people don't have yam. When they are doing New Yam Festival, Igbo don't have yam. The yam they have, we call it ona or 3-leaf yam. Igbo don't have yam. The only people that have yam in the southeast is Ogbaru people in Anambra. And Ogbaru people are not Igbo people. They are Anyoma people carved into supposed Igbo people land. And I was like, wow. Anyoma people need to wake up. Now, let me digress. I come from Abo. And we have different species of yam. Indigenous to us. They have name. And if you are from Abo, you know we have the yam we call Ore. We have the yam we call Ogene. We have the yam we call Joku. We have the yam we call Umbwa. I can name them different species of yam. If you are Igbo, drop the name of yam you have aside on that, which is 3-leaf yam. You don't. But they have reedited it that in the Igbo. People who occupy a barren land, a land that cannot, even the cola they chop, Igbo land, they don't grow cola. Even the fruit, the afufa, what do they call it in English? That fruit they used to exchange with cola. It doesn't even grow in their land. And now they are rewriting the history. They are unique farmer. They are... My brother, now we allow them to do all these things. And I make their head, they swell up. But we need to begin to think now. We need to begin to think and put our motto in a revised mode. Or else we are in trouble. Or they need to begin to rethink and repent from that their shenanigans. Or else I know where their mind is. And we are waiting for them there already. No, imagine when you talk about technology, they say go to Aba, go to Aba. Do you know what I can produce? Let me tell you one secret. When Nigeria was busy looking for Radio Biafra, they imported it from London. They do this one. Yes, they imported Radio Biafra the first time. But do you know that one Akwa Ibom man laid eye on that transmitter and started manufacturing it? Do you know? So, those of you in immigration, those for how the importation of Radio Biafra, they are no longer importing it. One Akwa Ibom man saw one and started manufacturing it. But how did the story end? As Igbo people could not infiltrate, penetrate, and hijack that pattern from that guy, they killed the guy. The same way they kill Ikechukwu. Because some of you will say, come and show us the guy. They have killed him the same way they kill Ikechukwu. Now they cannot manufacture Radio Biafra again. Let them go and import in the ocean. But putting that aside, let's us assume we put our technology together. There are a lot of things we can do. There are a lot of technology at our disposal. Other countries are coming to buy us. Because I am a data man, Igbo man will not allow me to excel. Yoruba man will not allow me to excel. Hausa man will not allow me to excel. Except I am from Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa. But we are losing ground. But if we are actually thinking, if Nigerians decide today and say all Nigerian doctors in UK return home, all Nigerian doctors in America return home, I swear to God Almighty, in the next 6 months, Americans will begin to look for doctor. United Kingdom will begin to look for doctor. So if we were thinking, we will create an enabling environment for them to strive. They will not have to run to America. They will not have to run to London. They will not have to run to Canada to provide them healthcare services when we don't have anyone here. We are not thinking. If we are thinking, our president should not be thinking about how to loot us, how to borrow money and loot, settle itself first. We'll be thinking about how to leave a prosperous nation behind. Blessed Yaradua, blessed Abacha. I know they have this idea. I know they wanted something like this, but they never lived to carry it out. Blessed Moritola Mohammed. I know they were thinking in this direction. Blessed Ambrose Ali. I know they were thinking in this direction, but they didn't have that time. And in a nutshell, Nigerians, this is the time to begin to think. If you are Yoruba, you are Yoruba. Nobody can take it from you. Stop reasoning like a Yoruba. Reason like a true Nigerian you visage us to be in your mind. If you are Igbo, stop reasoning like a monkey and a baboon, according to Nandekano. Stop being a buffoon, a hooligan. Stop being a nuisance. Stop emulating Nandekano and Ekpa, another useless criminal. Try to visage the Nigerian you feel you will be comfortable on. Let us build it together. You are Hausa. You've been beaten down so many times. Stop reasoning like a cow. This is the time for you to begin to visage the kind of Nigeria you truly want to see. And minority, of course you are not crying. I give it to you. You have tried. You have done well. You have persevered. Your endurance is a testament to the fact that you are true and sincere to yourself. Let us begin to reason towards that direction where we can together build a one holistic nation, a Nigeria we can all be proud of. I notice anything I get to tell on our past like this. And so if you like, use your brain. If you no like, no use your head. Another person go use them for you. And when you fail to use your brain, you go use her pan. Let me go to the comment section. And I know Igbo people, as always, will come out and insult their father because I am their father. I am their destiny and I'm their doom. Let me respond to those I can respond to here. Others will come later. I see Igwe Abuchi. I greet you from here, Igwe Abuchi. Good morning. I see Mercy. Mercy, I greet you here. Good morning. Of course, Achoibe. I greet you, my brother. Good morning from here. And who do I see here? Otunkpo. Let's see what he has to say. I greet you, my brother. In the more. Your name is a kind, very difficult for me to pronounce. But then he say Otumukpo. I greet you, my brother. And then I see he say the Igbos are the worst enemy. Of course, they have to prove it to us that they are not in the coming days. And this is just the truth. And who do we have here? I see Idu Stephen. I greet you, Idu. Good morning from here. I greet you. Good morning from here. And then who do we have? They have not come. I see Sonny King. What did Sonny King have to say? He said it is very important to take note that Nigeria will never break up. And as Sonny King, I agree with you honestly. Anybody who wants to break Nigeria, whether we are enjoying it or not, should prepare for another 100 years. It is simple. Anybody that wants to break Nigeria is simple. We have all of them, all these idiots telling you, divide Nigeria, divide Nigeria. Their senators and political elite are still in Abuja, stealing the resources, partaking of the loot, resources from South and Southwest. Nigeria is being funded by my region, South. Igbo senators are there collecting allocation, and when they are not contributing anything to the federal level. The worst part of it is that they are the one crying, we want to go, we want to go. No. You people will go somewhere along the line. We will help you go. And that is why we are telling them, let your Igbo people in the National Assembly, or that one that can beat taxi driver, all those stuff. You don't need to come and hire Ned Nwoku that seems to have lost his mind. Maybe you want to be next Igbo presidency. If Ned Nwoku try it, we will make his running mates to see how useless they are. Yes, you heard me right. Ned Nwoku made a mistake. And that mistake is not because he called for the creation of Anioma. No, that mistake is that he's calling them to create Anioma to add as Jara to compensate Ndi Igbo. That is the mistake he make. The dream of Anioma creation has been on for more than 70 years. The project called Anioma has been on the pipeline for over 80 years. You heard me right. Never in any instance has any of these pioneers asked that we be created in addition to the Southeast. We want to remain in the South-South, or we want to remain in Midwestern region. We love it. Or if Nigeria want to change pattern, give us our own. We never be part of Igbo people from the beginning. We were once part of Yoruba people. We say we don't want to be. And we want to be the author of our destiny. This has been respected till this very moment. And everybody has to respect that. So nobody is dividing Nigeria. Let them go to the National Assembly and start saying it. Those who want to leave Nigeria, let them return to their village. When they are in the village, they are talking, we know that they are serious. You think all this rubbish they are doing, they will do sit at home and they will not allow us to pass our own Nigerian country or sit at home. Let me tell you something. There was one sit at home. That week I lost my father. And I left on Monday from Aba. Well, they think I'm in Jamaica. In most cases, I'm in Aba, I'm in Anambra, I'm in the Southeast. Just to check one or two things. And so I came into Aba in the morning. No, I slept over in Aba on Sunday. And then on Monday morning, I want to move on. And I came out everywhere, no transport. I said, what is going on? They say they are sitting at home. I said, Nigerian who has a business to do in Abuja, Igbo people have to tie me down. I have to start trekking and trekking, entering different corner, different pattern before I was able to get to Asaba. A journey that would have taken me less than 3 hours. Believe me, I spent almost the whole day from Abia to Asaba. And I can imagine what other Nigerians are going through in the hand of Ndigbo. But they are not thinking. Their mind is saying, hey, the man, yeah. All the money on a chop on a don't pay. Wish Nigeria you won't divide. We don't do check and balance. Allow them to be dreaming. Son of King, they are dreaming. We are watching them. Nobody to insult me here. The terrorist organizations are funded by the West and the Gulf of Arab. Let them continue. Let them continue. You have insult, please drop your insult to Ginger Mamura. Ginger Mamura with your insult because I love it. Ginger Mamura, of course, no Igbo Biafra here. Maybe they are still celebrating Biafra declaration in Finland. I see Daniel Omora. He say, greetings, we go nowhere. Of course, honestly, Daniel, they never know. Now they are beginning to get it. I see Francis Fona. He said, please, what are you guys doing about Ijele? Francis Fona, honestly. And in the coming days, I want to believe some of Ijele true friends will talk to me after this broadcast. But let's see from now till Sunday. Let me see the information I can get about Ijele. And then we really need to address the issue of that guy. That was why I was mad with that useless girl called Blessedon. It's not coming to deceive fellow Nigerians that you are against the heinous crime of Ndigbo against Nigeria. It is about doing what is right. I am one-man squad, and I respect Ijele because when I was in IPOB, I never attacked Ijele, and I've warned people not to attack Ijele. If Nnamdi cannot have an issue with Ijele, he should sort himself out. We can't be dragging everybody that have misunderstanding with Nnamdi Kanu into what we are doing. So for once, I never attacked Ijele. Ijele never attacked me. And somewhere along the line, when I became born again, I discovered Ijele was doing the right thing. And that was what brought us together. So holistically speaking, I am not part of what they are doing, but I support them, and he's my friend. He's my trusted ally. But his friends, they might think they are supposed to be doing something. It is Ijele's most friend, like Blessedom, and the one that they took to Europe with chain. That is our the two idiots that came to challenge me on my platform because I'm trying to deliver Ndigbo. They are the one I'm talking to. They're supposed to be championing it. They're supposed to call us and say, this issue of Ijele, let's put I there. They are coming to tell me to teach them history, and they are thorough. Don't worry. we will see how we will know what is happening about Ijele. We'll continue to do it. Let Ebuka be, Pastor Ebuka be, let him go to meet Jesus. We have seen like the like of Father Mbaka. All of them are Igbo people. And those of you who know Ndabuski, one Ndabuski, make a common body for Anyoma matter. Because we go follow him up. We go follow him up. And you will bunya abon. Tell Ndabuski. You see that one I go come and say, in the death abondo aliri, in the asaba abondo aliri, ndo kwane bondo aliri, ndị ka bondo aliri, ndị anyoma bondo aliri, ndị osimili bondo aliri. You see that rubbish on they talk. We go teach on our lesson. We go scratch on and you can go on board, and then it will dawn on all of you. When I say Igbo people don't have sense, one idiot and I say, yeah, you can't say, why are you generalizing? How can you say Igbo people don't have sense? Thunder will fire all of you. But when you are saying Anyoma people are brainless, it doesn't occur to you, you are generalizing it. When you say the Yoruba are chameleon, it does not occur to you, you are generalizing it. When you say Hausa Fulani are terrorists, it does not occur to you, you are generalizing it. So, like I said, before the end of the week, we will see what we'll do about the issue of Ijele and know the status quo. Thank you so much for bringing it up now. Daniel Saji, I greet you from here. I greet you. Of course, there is no other Igbo Biafra criminal here. And we see another Igbo idiot, Maze Nande Ekbeso. We see like video with 13 people. And you think you are consequential, Iberibe. And now, this is one thing you should know, Igbo. I am not a blogger. If I'm a blogger, I would do a lot of things to draw crowd. But I'm not drawing crowd. Because maybe from your own end, I have 13 views. But Facebook is telling me from my own end that I have 4 views. But then, it's amazing. The moment I end this broadcast, a lot of millions of people who have 20 billion views, 1 trillion views, all of them will now edit my broadcast and begin to circulate it. And since I'm not monetizing my platform yet, why will how many people viewing me matter to me? When I know that once I end this broadcast now, many people will cut it and begin to circulate it. You think I don't know what I'm doing? Do you know how many people that calls me every day? Both Igbo and other people alike. Igbo people begging me to shut up so that they can come and poison me from behind. My guy, Mazi, you know, get sense. Mazi Nandi Atoro, you don't have sense. Now I make una dey deceive on ourselves. Now listen to everything I've been emphasizing on from day one. All of them has come to pass. Ikuri people now know the truth. Bini people now know the truth. South now are waking up. The whole Nigeria are following suit. Very soon, that you're buying and selling, we will put it on slow motion. Because we have to control our economic space. So the earlier you begin to prepare for this shenanigan you have instilled into the system, the better for all of you. But what you said is not an insult. I am inconsequential. And that is how I want to be, inconsequential, on uncompleted building. After drinking ogogoro, I just drink ogogoro, and I just thief money. What other thing do you want to see in the Oshi? This is where I bring the brokers to an end. Believe me, they are not going to come now. They will come later. Since I did not see any of them, we're going to move on. Igwabuchi say, please don't hate Blessed on. He's doing a good work, please. I agree with you, Igwabuchi. But when she noticed my reaction, she would have respected me. That is my platform. I can go to her platform with my Facebook account and block me. I will open another one. Because that is what her fellow Igbo does. Go to that broadcast now and see what she was saying. Eh? Why are you attacking me? Why are you doing this one? In the mumu. She be mumu. You don't hear Blessed on talk about the declaration of Asian Idu Biafra. You don't hear and talk. Now me, you won't hear history from. All the history where Igbo people, they talk about us. Blessed Dom never come their platform. All this animal with the unite in the Igbo. They never go there. Unknown gunmen, they say, please, this history is interesting. Please give me. Why she no listen and go and verify? I be no be obedient movement. People obedient say verify. Why they ask me? I hate hypocrites. Tell Blessed Dom, say that broadcasting make, they apologize to IPOB member. Make them forgive and tell them say I store am for them. Because later on I come they suspect all Ijeli friends. All of them. Eza Watoro them. All of them. Tell Blessed Dom, let him make one broadcast of me. Let me shred her. Yoshi. Look at the question she's asking me. It's suspicious. Once beaten, twice shy. I know how they come. I know how they function. Prince Armstrong, I greet you from here. He said, my people are free to collectively profile every other ethnic groups, but no one dare speak against us. The moment you do, we would mind you not to generalize. You dare speak against us. The moment you do, we would remind you not to generalize. You see? Igbo people will talk against everybody. Yeah, Fulani are evil. This one is evil. Evil. Everybody is evil. Once you talk, Igbo people don't have sense. He said, don't generalize it. Yeah, they hate us. Oh, Nigeria hate us. That's why we want to go to Biafra. See my act. We have not even started. Igwe Abuchi, thank you for understanding. I sign off from here. I remain George Onibe.